Whew. It's an inside job. You know, I was afraid when I put that title that there wouldn't be many people here today. And part of it is because I think that sometimes in Unity and New Thought that we have a tendency to go, I know it's an inside job. I don't know what else she's going to say about that. 17 years of her telling us it's an inside job. But it's important. This was important for me to name this. Last Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, I was not here, right? And you were very blessed. Reverend Sandy took the service. It was amazing. As always, what a great teacher you are. I know that you're in good hands. Did I have anything specific that I needed to take it off for? No. So I went on an exploration. I went to another church. I decided I was going to explore what is the draw of these big, I'm going to call them box churches. Okay? Now, I've been to Crossroads, I've been to the Vineyard, and I decided I was going to go to one that I've been watching, and it's just like, it's big. And I thought, it's not that far from my house, I'm going to go and check it out. Well, let me tell you, I scheduled Google Maps, I'm going to be 10 minutes early. Perfect. I really didn't want to be that early because, I'm going to stand out as a newcomer, right? And there's no newcomers today, but I know when you first get here, you don't really want to be seen. But I left 10 minutes early. I am in traffic on a no-outlet street I didn't even go a quarter of a mile, and it took me 5 minutes to go a quarter of a mile to get to the parking lot. Parking lot A is full. Parking lot B is full. Police, traffic people directing. Okay, parking lot C is full. Parking lot D is almost full, but I had drove my little car, so I got to sneak in a place to park, and now I can barely see the church. I'm not far away. And as I'm walking, and it's raining, and I'm seeing families with little kids in strollers, it's raining. They're in parking lot D. I'm getting closer. Lots of music is being blasted on the outside. And it's amazing music, right? I'm like, ooh, yeah, right? And of course, are you new? There's a big sign of a girl that's got a smile like me. And it says, are you new? Right? So, of course, I went right up and said, I'm new. And because I wanted to see what they were going to do, right? I'm exploring. Well, I'm going to tell you that I find God in every religion. Remember, I went to college in southern Appalachian Mountains, Cumberland College down in Williamsburg. Way back then, there was nothing down there. Okay, so there was nothing to do, and I would go to everybody else's church on Sunday after I did my Catholic obligation at 9 a.m. So I found God, and I knew that I wanted to just see how they did things, because I'm always open to improving what we do here. And it's not that, don't worry, Kathy's not going to go outrageous here, right? Not going to all of a sudden you're going to come in here and there's going to be a rock band and it's going to be blaring outside. But the message was good. The music was good. It was honestly, it was a fabulous and I hate to use this word, but it's kind of what it felt, a performance. It was a fabulous performance, honestly. And good words, good message, but I'm driving home, and I'm kind of just like, I was on a high, and I couldn't figure out what that high was about, but I think it was stimulation, was my high. And I thought to myself, what I realized was that was a wonderful experience. But there is something big here in any New Thought church, but I'm going to name in Unity of Garden Park, and that is that you don't have to do anything to attain God. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't, it's no matter what. Here's was the difference. And I realize this because Michael's 2 older sons are going to churches like this. And we're really glad because they all have little kids, and they're getting them into church, getting them into a spiritual environment. But what I'm seeing is that they're growing up with God out here, and that even as little as they are, that there is something that they need to do or memorize or whatever in order to get that relationship with God. And in Unity and New Thought, we are saying that there is nothing you need to do, because that presence is in you. You were born with it. It's never going to leave you, no matter what you've done, no matter what you do. And I'm here to testify for that, because when I walked in these doors, nobody knew what I had done. And that minister up here was saying, God is in you, always, never leaves you, loves you. You're a perfect child of God. And I remember sitting right about where you are and thinking, you have no idea what I've done. And it was serious. I was serious. I was bent over. Please don't look at me. You have no idea what I've done. So I'm here to testify to you. Oh, I sound like that church last Sunday. I'm here to testify to you. I'm living proof that God is within me and has never left me. Never. What I'm here to talk about on this inside job, let's do the next slide. These, I'm telling you, I can't get this through my head enough to know this. Unity's 5 principles, 1 and 2, are so important, and I'm telling you, this is the one that I slip up on often, number 2. But number 1, that's the God is, remember? God is, I am, I think it, I pray it, I live it. Those are the 5, I'm shortening them. This is God is. There is but one presence and one power in all the universe. God, the good, omnipotent, everywhere, all powerful. Okay? I can handle that one, right? Most of you believe that's a true statement, a good principle to adhere to. Okay, now let's look at number 2, which is a slippery slope. We are all created in the image and likeness of God, and God's Spirit is within all of us. Come on, people. Why are we in such a divided situation? Because I can see it in all of you. That's easy. Now go out there, and as I talked in the Sunday morning class and said, I'm driving 65 miles an hour yesterday, and I can see in my rearview mirror, way back there is somebody coming 90 miles an hour. Now, did I Might not have said it out loud, but I was thinking it. Oh, I sure hope a police officer is up there and gets them. Who do they think they are driving like that? Oh, yeah, I even go further. It's probably a big truck or a Tesla, and they're not even driving the car, right? Oh, yeah, right? I have forgotten principle 2, and this is why it is an inside job, and why I say we all are living here and we're dealing with bombardment of separation consciousness all the time. All the time. Oh, I gotta, every Sunday I seem to say that. I gotta slow down. I can't help it. I'm passionate about this. I am passionate about, you don't realize, but as I prepare for my talks on Sunday, I'm talking to myself. I am researching for myself for reminders, because it is so easy to slip up and forget this one. Oh, I can do number 1. But number 2, I do believe I'm created in the image and likeness of God. But how am I treating that image? I'm never going to get through this talk. I'm not. I am emphasizing 3 things today. We are not separate from God. Divine presence is not somewhere else out there. And that was the difference on last Sunday, was that it's the God out there that I'm striving to be like, I'm striving to get to, I'm striving to get its presence to me. And I'm not saying anything against that. Please know that I am not saying anything against other religions. If that gets them to being good and kind and decent to people and living a good and compassionate life like Jesus taught, I'm all about it. But I know for me that unity has taken me to a deeper level of sole responsibility for my life, my actions, and the results that happen in my life. You know, the results in my life are a reflection of what I hold in my consciousness. Do you believe that? Do you understand when I say that? The results in your life are a reflection of what you hold in your consciousness. Now, that is not to blame yourself, because here's where the metaphysical malpractice can come in. Well, then I must have caused this divorce. I must have caused this diagnosis, because apparently I brought it to me. I'm not telling you to go there. What I'm telling you to do is stay present-minded with what you do from here out, and how you can make a difference and even reverse some of the results in your life and move forward. Number 2 is our world shapes our outer experiences. Now, that is actually principle 3, but I'm really focusing on 1 and 2 here today. Transformation, number 3, happens from the inside out. I love this. I thought about this morning. You can change your hair. You can change your car. You can change your weight. You can change where you live. You can change all that. But if you don't change what's going on inside of you, in your mind, your consciousness, you don't change that, then you're only going to just take you wherever you go. Right? I mean, that's true. Let's go to the first picture there. We are not separate from God. This is point 1. This is Michelangelo's quote. I saw the angel in the marble and carved it until I set him free. Our spiritual work, and in Sandy's class this morning, I love her adult class. I wish everybody could get themselves up a little bit earlier and go to her 9:30 class, because she is picking amazing topics from typically Science of Mind or Unity writings, but then she'll find something else. It's a deeper dive is what that class is. But I love this. Our spiritual work, people, and it is work, is about uncovering what has always been there. Uncovering the image and likeness of God that you were made of, but stuff has gotten in the way. Your belief system has gotten in the way. Circumstances have gotten in the way. And we lose the angel. That's another whole talk about setting. For me, it was my angel was setting my 4-year-old Kathy free, because I had covered her up with all of this stuff. Was this, today's daily word, divine love is my very essence, and I draw from the inner source to lay a foundation of love in my heart. And on this foundation, I build a house of peace, compassion, and acceptance. Boy. There's a story, and there's various versions of this, but this is one that I tend to go with. God wanted to hide. So God said, if I hide on the highest mountain, man will climb it and find me. If I hide in the atom, man will figure out how to split it and find me. What if I hide on the stars? Nope, man will spy me out with their telescopes. So God decided to hide in a place where he knew man would never find him. God put himself in our hearts. How much stuff I covered up my heart all those years to protect myself, so you wouldn't know what I've done, so you wouldn't know what I went through. I wanted you to know this facade until I figured out and carved all that away and found me. And now this is not a facade anymore. It's truly who I am. But I had a good act going for a long time. Now it's not an act. This is my real 4-year-old, and many of you have seen that 4-year-old come out, especially when we danced 2 weeks ago. Anyway, so I love this picture. This is where God is. Look at that face. Why do you relate to that? Why do you relate to that?
She's innocent.
Because you were innocent at some point in your life. That's why you relate to that picture. That's you. That's you. Perfect child of God. You cannot help it. You cannot help it. When you go to your heart, there you will find God. When you go to your heart, there you will find peace. When you go to your heart, there is where you will find the truth. And that truth will set me free. Well, I know a few people at least know that phrase. Transformation happens from the inside out. I know I've brought this movie up several times, that movie Inside Out. I cannot talk about it enough, because that movie, and I don't know, have you seen that with the kids? Inside Out. Have all those emotions, right? Who was my favorite in the movie? Who was your favorite? Coleman? Which one? Anxiety. Know what mine was? Sadness. Sadness. Walker, what about you? Anger. See what the kids are relating to, right? It has all these emotions in the movie, and the characters are so adorable and real. I love anger. He just gets mad. Oh, he just wants to pound something, right? And there's joy. Joy was actually getting on my nerves. Wasn't she? Let's have fun. Don't be sad. Don't be angry. Don't have anxiety. Let's think of something to be joyful about. Oh my gosh, here she comes again, right? And sadness is just like, oh, whatever, right? Oh my gosh. But it's the truth. Transformation's not going to happen until you acknowledge. See, and that's the thing. In the movie, it wasn't about getting rid of anger, was it? And they didn't get rid of anxiety. They learned how to deal with all those. Riley had to figure out that all those emotions, all of them, including joy, were part of her. And so when you can manage those emotions, you will experience more joy. But it isn't about trying to shove sadness down or shove anxiety down. It's about learning how to manage it. And that's why I love these teachings, because these teachings are about helping us to manage what's going on out there, what's going on in here, and what's going on in my heart. Because the vibration of my heart is going to bring results in my life. All depends on where that vibration is. Let's go to that next one. I got to wrap up. I'd been taught to seek God outside of myself, but I discovered the divine power had been within me all along. We should just put that in the Unity Handbook, honestly, because it's the Wizard of Oz movie. You've always had the power to go back home. I did? Yes. All you had to do was click your heels, right? And boom, she had the power all the time in those red shoes. Those red shoes represent faith, people. And when you gotta have faith, you gotta have faith, right? Not faith out there, faith of God within yourself. It's an inside job, people. It's an inside job. Let's go to that next one. Happiness is an inside job. Don't assign anyone else that much power over your life. Don't let your brother destroy your happiness. Don't let your spouse destroy your happiness. Don't let the political news destroy your happiness. It's an inside job, people. And I want us to all work harder at these truth principles. But most importantly, is principle number 2. That to remind yourself you are part of God and God is part of you, and no thing or nothing can separate you from that God within. Nothing, people. You are perfect in the image and likeness of God. Namaste. That perfect child of God in me truly sees and honors that perfect child of God, that perfect child of God, no matter what, in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you.